Okay, so the eighth thing I'm going to talk about is vocabulary. So, in any language, you can learn sentence structures, but you need a vocab to go with it. So there's a lot of ways you can learn it. So it depends if you're a visual learner or you're audio learner. You can make things like flashcards. Okay, so if you're a creative person, make very nice flashcards. Okay, draw pictures, make it colorful. You can do posters as well. Okay, so I have some students who do that. She made like a really big poster of like it's the map of the world, and she labeled the countries in English, and she stuck it on the wall. So whenever she's studying, she'll just look up at the map, kind of like part of procrastination, but at the same time, you're still learning. So you're just like, So yeah, just try doing stuff like that if you're a creative person. Repetition. So there are lots of flashcard apps that I actually use these as well. They're not that visual. It's just a word and a meaning, right? And it's just I actually categorize it. So when I was doing Korean, I had like each chapter had vocab in it. And I just put all that vocab into my vocab app, and I've categorized it, right? So chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and every day I'll just do like one chapter, like just go through the vocab of one chapter. And it's very easy because you can just do it like whilst I'm eating, I'm just like, okay, testing myself. Just very quick, like 5 minutes to 10 minutes is very, very quick. And so, if you have little breaks during work, it's very easy for you to just practice. And I suggest ones that have audio because you can listen to it and practice your pronunciation. Okay, so that's very, very useful as well. So repetition. Okay, or you can also copy out as well. So like I know some people use this method. So just by copying out a word. Actually, my Chinese teacher used to do this to me. So every time in the textbook we see vocab, she's like, okay, you need to learn how to read it. You need to learn how to write it. You have to learn how to use it. And every time I like made a mistake with a word, she'll make me like literally copy it out like 20 times until I remember it. So you could try that method if that works for you. Okay, for me personally, it didn't really work because I just hated it. And then use them in sentences. Okay, so whenever you're speaking, like this is why having a teacher is useful, because in a lesson, that's basically what it's for you to practice, right? Whereas in everyday life, people might not be free or bothered to actually help you improve. So in the lesson, so what I do with my students is that, we talk and then, try and encourage them to use a word that we've learned. Right, so I'm just like, oh, look, what's another word for a car? Or no, look, what's another word for flying? Or something like that. So that's very helpful. And then lastly, probably the most obvious one is practice, practice, practice. So like I said before, don't leave your brain idle. Okay, practice, even if it's just 5 minutes every day. Okay, practice that. Okay, so there's no use just to learn the science of the language or even just the grammar stuff, right? You have to practice and put it into practice. That way your brain will become accustomed to do it. When you're speaking, don't be shy, because remember, especially in a lesson, you are there to learn. Okay, teachers won't judge you for not being able to speak properly. Okay, and the teachers are there to help you as well. Okay, don't be shy, just speak, and then you get there. Also, it's also useful if you're letting people know that you are studying this language, and then they'll become more, I guess, people, nice people would help you like more, and you can tell them that, could you please correct me if I'm making a mistake or something like that. But do understand that not everybody's willing to do this. But again, having a teacher is very, very helpful. Or even a language partner, right? So there's lots of apps and websites you can use. So I think Tandem was one. There's an app I used to use called Hello Talk, and you can actually talk to natives and then you just exchange language, and then it's very, very helpful for you to actually improve. Okay, that's all I have. Okay, so there's like 9 in total. It's probably going to be really long, so I'm probably going to split this video in half. But I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below or contact me on Facebook or Instagram, or even just visit my website. I have a little chat function there as well. Okay, so I'll see you guys next week then. Bye.